Hi, welcome back everybody. We're in my wormery today, and today we're feeding. This is just some scraps of various types of vegetables, odds and ends. We've got some coffee grinds here. We got a couple bins that need feeding. Those are those two September 19th bins as well as that October 31st bin. Just figured I'd shoot a little video and keep everyone in the loop on how things are happening. So let's go ahead and get the feeding started. Bin number one. So this is the first of two bins that are dated September 19th. I think they're somewhere in that 55-day age range. So according to my records, this is feeding number 6 after 55 days. I think it's been about 10 days since the last feeding. Here we have a little chunk of corn cob, which is tiny already. It's just been reduced to nothing. It's taken months for this corn to break down, but it eventually gets eaten up. Okay, so I can't remember what I fed with last time, but whatever it was, it's been reduced to small little bits and pieces of stuff. Oops. Let's go fetch that piece of wood. It's usually underneath the feeding zone, which is where you really find the most action. And we definitely have a lot of action here. Just want to kind of get a sense of how the how this feeding zone is coming along. It's coming along great. There's really no bedding of any sort underneath these guys. So they're not coming here to chill out, they're coming here to eat. And they're doing a great job. They're eating everything, and castings look terrific, feel great. Moisture levels are good. There's no distinct odor of any kind. Everything's just got a very neutral, earthy scent to it, if anything at all. All right. Definitely a fair number of worms, which is to be expected. I've been starting all my bins recently with fairly large numbers of worms, so it's not a surprise at all that the feeding zone of my bins are busy spots. All right. You can tell a lot of this food is probably just remnants of the original build of the bin. I bet you there's still lots of large chunks scattered throughout this whole thing. I'll drop in some coffee. This is these are potato peels. Here's some more green stuff. So here and there I probe down into the material off to the sides, on the two sides of the bin, on either side of the feeding zone. I can feel that there's large chunks of food scattered throughout the material as well. So besides the feeding down the middle, there's food throughout the bin for them to enjoy. So I'm sure this bin is going to continue doing very well. Right now I give it a A+. Let's get the other September 19th bin. So these two bins were launched on the same day. They've been managed in much the same way, so I'm going to be feeding in a similar fashion to what you just saw in the last bin. Incredible. This thing was so hard, and as the worms keep working it, the material just keeps breaking down. But now this really feels like very woody, almost like a chunk of wood. But they're getting through it in time. Old corn. long-lasting food. And since it seems to break down at a slow pace, it provides like a nice steady supply of nourishment. Okay, things look pretty good here underneath the feeding zone. Just see how things are. Oh, a lot of worms down in here. Okay. Add some more food now. These guys get back to work. These are all shavings of root vegetables that went into some sort of a soup or something. So here too, I would say things look really good. Here too, there's big chunks of food off to the sides of the feeding zone. Okay, so this bin is dated October 31st. And in the case of this bin, it's actually its first feeding. That's why the feeding marker's not been laid down yet. This will be their first feeding. We'll do what we've done in the past, is just sort of stick to feeding down the middle in the beginning. And at some point down the road, we'll start to try and encourage the migration horizontally one way or the other. So a lot of castings were deployed when the worms were deployed. So I didn't make a lot of effort to remove the worms from the castings that they were in. So there is a fair amount of casting material sort of in the middle here, which I'm attesting partially to coming in with the worms in the beginning. A little bit of bedding you can still see here. Ain't gonna last much longer. Just worms having fun. A lot of castings though, that's for sure. Better keep feeding these guys. Don't want them to run out of material to eat. Alright, good stuff. Just level everything off and bury the food. Let me just say that that 1 year anniversary Vermi anniversary video that I posted, it did not go, in real life it did not go as smoothly as it went. So I don't know if anyone watching has seen that video, but in that video I make it seem like I pull out the castings and I pull out the worms and 1, 2, 3. You know, in reality there was a lot of work that went into that. So it was might be a little deceiving to make it look like it went really smooth and quick, because it didn't. I just didn't want to make it into an hour-long video, so I tried to make it appear as if things went quickly. So now you know. That's the real story behind the scenes. All right, everybody, thanks for keeping me company here. We're done for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll hope to see you back here next time. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Makes my day. Take care. Bye now.